Rock Bottom coins are the #1 place to get your Madden coins. If you make coins for my videos, sell them to Rock Bottom. If you're buying, use my code GUTBOX for 10% off. Hey, GUTBOX here. So, sorry for not streaming today, but that's the way of the road, we'll say. We're going to talk a little bit about MUT, though. A lot of things that I talk about today on stream. We're going to sum it up here in this video. We'll talk about our lineup. We'll talk about some of the new cards. We'll talk about things going on like Easter next week. So refer back to my Easter prep video I did. Summing it up quickly. Alright, I said every word in that video I just said right there. You can go ahead and grab training for the Easter presents. It's kind of wild. MUT.gg's got a binder sync now, which is really cool too, and maybe I'll do a video on that. But if you go to MUT.gg, you sync in the binder, they're able to go ahead and get your stuff ready for you. But anyways, maybe that's a different video we'll go into. This video is going to talk about what's going on right now. I do actually want to talk about one thing is we might actually be able to go back. Like I didn't play man all year, but I've been facing mostly zone cover guy with a few man dudes sprinkled in. But with the new cards released today, specifically this Antonio Cromartie, we might be able to, because of his abilities, getting the inside shade for one. Like, we might have man coverage back on the menu against tight. Right now, inside shade's obviously only going to work inside the hash mark, so if they, like, motion out, or if they go to a different formation outside, it's not going to work. But, like, against a lot of the tight demon, which is, you know, a good majority of the meta, maybe you'll see people switch to bunch since you do have that outside receiver to help beat that, and you won't have to get inside shades. But it might be an okay way of fighting tight going forward. I'm not sure, but just because we have that insanely powerful chemistry, it might be back to that. Now, my lineup is back to Legends lineup. We'll talk about it here a second. And, you know, we'll talk about the best quarterback in the game here for a second. Give me a second. But anyways, I think Legends are back to being the #1 lineup because of the specialists, because of this journeyman chemistry. You guys heard me talk about it. How awful it is for the game. But overall, it looks like the market, top end of the market went down a little bit, so cards are a little bit more affordable. Obviously, they're not like insanely cheap, but they're still there. It's not a bad idea if you're going to splurge, grab it. We're going to get some crazy cards, though, like Easter. Easter's, what, a couple weeks away still or something, but, you know, the market should go up. We'll see what kind of cards they give out. Obviously, there'll be some, like, mystery cards out of those eggs. And we'll talk about more of how the market's going to react and what the market's looking like on Monday. But not a bad day to snipe training. Saturdays are usually a little bit low because people do open those Ultimate Legend packs. Really, I don't know. I think a big discussion is who's the best quarterback in the game. I can see the huge argument for Steve McNair today, seeing as he gets the best release, has the amazing chems. And the only reason why I like him over Ken Stabler is the fact that he's a righty, right? Ken Stabler, to me, with his psycho ability, that always on X Factor in his first slot, just like we had always active first slot Rob Gronkowski. I'm going to probably re-promote Rob Gronkowski at the tight end one, but because Tony Gonzalez is kind of expensive. I don't know. Lefties are still an enigma to me. I like running my offense, you know, rolling out the pocket right. It feels more normal to me, but you guys can do what you do. Obviously, I use Charles Cross here because secure protector identifier. If you run the ball more, maybe nasty streaks and secure protectors, going all the way across the line with that would be better for you. Defensively, still zone, still tall guys at safety. You know, I really want those 6'7" dudes back there. I want Peppers back. That Peppers card was such a stud for me deep all year until he kind of got a little bit slow. Also good user. My users right now, Woodson right here with Tackle Supreme. Minka also with Secure Tackler, just in case I go into those people running the AKA running backs. They really help fight that tremendously, get those tackles in the backfield against. But I would say most people probably run the new one, Gus the Bus. You do still see a few quad fathers out there, King Henry, but Gus the Bus is like an upgraded version because he can also like catch out of the backfield to an insane degree. So really, these are like run first guys, but this is like an all around everything guy. I don't know. I'm having a lot of discussion trying to debate my brain. Do I like Barry or Gus the Bus better? Barry is better like in the open field with your joystick getting around guys, but Gus the Bus you can just run through dudes. Right, so is it better to avoid the tackle and maybe not get as many like push forward yards out of any like BS broken tackles, but you have to be better on the stick? Or is it better just to like, you know, go forward and gain a ton of yards and not have to do much? Because That's really easy, and it's hyper effective against most players because, you know, it's hard to afford secure tacklers on a lot of the players if you don't have the top tier guys. So that's for the debate. I like this receiving core, all 99 speed, legends, route tech free, short out route tech, and this is deep out route tech and short out on Moss right here for 1. So quite the powerful offense, quite the a really decent defense too, with mid zones and deep zones all across the board. We also have, of course, Groot with 1 AP active on him. I was using Lawrence Taylor. I might sell him and go back to Milkman here at rush left end because of how good he was. I like the defensive rally. If you are going to use Lawrence Taylor, you do need that defensive rally for your squad. So I just wanted to do like an update to my squad. I don't foresee me adding Antonio Cromartie just because I don't really need him. I like him. He's got good height, 6'2". But would I use Deion Sanders then at like nickel or something? I really love my nickel. 1 AP for acro pick artist and flat zone KO is the perfect mix for that. Something Deion can get too, if I recall correctly. But getting this combo stack for 1, sure, he might get agged down a little bit because he's a little bit smaller, but that is an insanely powerful combo, just like my nickel. So I don't know. Maybe Cromartie adds to the squad. Maybe I go back and maybe I'll just try. I really didn't try man coverage. Just go with the pure old man coverage team. Yeah, it's looking like it's gonna shift back a little bit as people get these better cards in MUT as far as the meta. Okay, this next week we'll see what kind of content they give us. Sorry if the video slowed down a little bit on this channel. I don't foresee him going too much slower. Really, the Twitch stream is going to change a little bit because I'm going to go more MLB The Show. I have MLB, my 3rd YouTube channel, up and running right now. GutFox Tree, link to the description. But that's it for this video. I'll see you guys here. Short video tomorrow, most likely. And then Monday is the market. Just want to get consistent with you guys. Bye.